things happen to people every single day, and like social media has brought a lot of anxiety to me, seeing negative things. And so me graduating high school, I had a lot of time on my hands, and volleyball actually helped me get through it. I never have anxiety on the court. Maybe I might be a little nervous before every game, but what really brought me from it is me taking an extra step into faith and just making sure like I take one day at a time and just be in the moment. Don't think too far ahead and don't think too far behind you.
What's up, y'all? We back here with another banger, back with Off the Field with Isaiah Robinson. I'm your host here with Taylor Johnson. How you doing today, Taylor?
Hey, y'all. Doing good.
Good. Well, I'm glad for you to be here today and just talk about your journey.
Thank you for having me.
So, Taylor, you actually won Rookie of the Year in the D2 conference. So,
Yes.
how was that?
It was good. I feel like this season I came out strong and I had a vision going into the season. So I feel like me continuing that path was helped me get there.
So, talk to us about your journey and just how you got here to Bowie State.
Okay, so I played for a club called Maryland Juniors, and it's just club volleyball. And then my last high school years, I played for a club called Renaissance. And then I also attended Arundel High School. So I feel like all of my coaches, and especially my friends, their parents, the community around me helped me really get to where I needed to be in the recruiting process. And then I met my coach at Bowie State, Coach P. I met him when I was in 10th grade, and we kind of had a bond ever since. And he was just always so open, always so supportive, always so like gave me really good feedback all the time. So that was something I looked for in a coach, somebody who admired me and who was going to bring me in and actually build me up. So that is the reason why I chose Bowie State.
So, did you have any other offers coming out, or?
Yes, so was originally committed to Norfolk State University, and then after I decommitted from there, I verbally committed to Jackson State University. And then I was talking to Coppin State, and my two friends go to Coppin State that were on the same team, high school and club team as me. And then, yeah, so I was really only looking at, and then I attended a FAMU camp. And so I was really only looking at HBCUs. That was really important to me.
So, why HBCUs over PWI?
Because I just wanted to be around girls who look like me, play around girls who look like me. I feel like, yeah, that's really it. I really just wanted to be around my community, be brought in, and have a sisterhood kind of bond.
So I've been on both sides of the PWI and the HBCU side. And this is your first year coming to an HBCU. So how has your first year of the HBCU experience been for you?
I feel like really this week is my first taste of like HBCU life because I don't go out a lot. I really just play volleyball, do my work, go to the caf, and that's it. But this week is our Torch Fest, so I feel like this week has really like shown me what the HBCU life is about, what the Greek life is about. I'm still learning about Greek life, so but yeah, and then all of my volleyball friends, we have grown a very strong bond. So I've been having fun, and I feel like the HBCU life is pretty fun.
So you actually went to high school and you grew up around Bowie State area. So how is it going to high school and going to college in your hometown? Do you see anything is good, any bad? You got people you want to leave type thing, or?
I feel like it's good because I feel like I'm recognized more in my hometown and that I don't have to build my name, build a brand again. I enjoy going to school in my hometown. My hometown has shown me a lot of love. Food Lion has shown me a lot of love from like just honoring me in the stores and things like of that nature. So it's just like the small things that really count to me. And I feel like that's important to me because obviously I'm from there.
So you was just talking about branding, right? You actually have your own business as well.
I do.
So can you talk about that?
Yes, I have a hair business. It's called the Taylor Lux brand. I made the business in 2023. I do not do hair, so please do not DM me and ask me to do your hair because I only sell hair. I sell raw hair. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's 2 years strong now. Yeah.
So what got you into it? Because I know being an athlete is kind of hard to get a 9-to-5 and stuff.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it was. It's very hard to get a 9-to-5. I've worked on various jobs, but I don't know. Working is like, I can't I had to be on my own schedule. I had to do my own thing. So me building my business was really important to me because obviously I can't work a 9 to 5 if I'm always traveling. So I usually would do my business online, do interactions online, and then make money that way. Or I babysit as well, and I make money that way because I can make my own schedules.
And I know you're talking about Food Line, a couple other things. I just partnered with this sports agency brand. So if anybody's looking for an NIL deal that's non-exclusive and that really wants to do what's best for the athletes, just hit me up in my DMs, comment NIL, or just DM me NIL, and let's see what we can make happen for you. Because I know a lot of athletes it's tough times in the NIL space right now because it's kind of like no direction.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are hitting other people up, and that's really one of the best interests for that athlete. So that's really why I partner with the company, because I've seen a lot of growth and just they really care about the athletes and want the best for them. So just talking about, you say you travel a lot. What is one of your favorite places to travel to, and why?
I feel like one of my favorite places will be Africa. I'm going to Africa in May for volleyball with Bowie.
How y'all do? What's going on out there?
So I don't really know I guess the company we're going with, but it's an HBCU like All-Star team. And so it's multiple girls going on a trip together from different schools, various different HBCUs. And from my school, it's 4 of us going and it's fully paid for. Yeah, like opportunities like that really mean so much to me. And Bowie has really shown me so much love. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna be one of my favorite places. We're going to Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. So
Okay.
we leave in a month now. I feel like a month today.
Wow. Shout out Bowie State. They doing big things over there. So just looking back and reflecting on this year you just had, what is the biggest accomplishment to you and what did you learn from it?
My biggest accomplishment to me is overcoming anxiety. That was a very big accomplishment. So, and just taking a leap into faith with God, that was one of my biggest accomplishments because I feel like I would not be here if it wasn't for Him, or be this far if it wasn't for God, or be this far if it wasn't for me overcoming anxiety. And that's really something I'm very proud of.
So a lot of people have anxiety. What were some things you was doing to overcome it, and what type of anxiety brought to you? Was it on a volleyball court, off the court?
Yeah, so my anxiety stemmed from me graduating high school. Like it was just so much going on at one time and just things happen to people every single day. And like social media has brought a lot of anxiety to me, seeing negative things. So me graduating high school, I had a lot of time on my hands and volleyball actually helped me get through it. I never have anxiety on the court. Maybe I might be a little nervous before every game, but what really brought me from it is me taking an extra step into faith and just making sure like I take one day at a time and just be in the moment. Don't think too far ahead and don't think too far behind you.
And you mentioned, you touched something earlier. Social media brings a lot of anxiety as well, good or bad. And that's the thing, is so much negative things programmed for us outside in this world. And it's important what we put into our brains because it can create a lot of different alternatives that we don't even see coming. So this next segment is brought to you by Off the Field Financial. And what we do is we show people how to make another income without having to get another job. So these next steps are going to be financial literacy questions. You ready? All right, cool. Do you know what the rule of 72 is?
No.
All right, cool. So the rule of 72 is 72 divided by the interest rate, and that's how long it's going to take for your money to double. So let's say an average bank is 2% interest rate. So it's going to be 72 divided by 2, and that's going to give you 36 years.
Okay.
But we have some financial strategies to get somebody doubling their money within the first 6 or 4 years rather than waiting 30 years. So that's what we're really big on, showing people how to be financial literate. Just because they don't teach you this in school and they don't teach you this anywhere. So
yeah, I'm gonna need that.
I got you.
I do not know how to save money.
Awesome. Yeah, I got you. Do you know the difference between term and whole life insurance?
No.
Cool. So term is basically covering you for Deion Sanders. I gotta shout Deion Sanders, and I know they're doing Shador dirty right now. So it's crazy with the NFL and just different things we do just off of publicity and whatever case it may be. We still don't know yet, but I know it's a lot of things going on. But Deion told all his players to get a term policy and then the insurance whole life as well. So term is basically saying They're going to cover you for a certain amount of time, let's say 15 or 30 years. It's probably like $20. And if anything happens to you, you're protected for $1 million. So $20 a month gets you $1 million. Whole life does the same thing. It covers you, but it also builds an investment account for you. So I'm not sure if you heard the term of become your own bank or anything like that.
Yes, I
Okay,
have
cool.
heard that one.
So become your own bank. That's an IUL. And you can borrow from your money whenever you want to, tax-free. And it's basically investing to the stock market. And you can never take a loss in the stock market. So getting back to it, what was the biggest shock to you from your volleyball season?
I feel like I adjusted pretty well coming from high school to college because high school we practiced every single day, and it was the same with college, practicing every single day. So yeah, I don't think there was any shocks really.
So what was your welcome to college moment?
Probably was me having to do work on the bus every single game day, or just me just seeing all the fans and stuff. That's probably my first game was probably my welcome to college moment. My first game.
You got to walk us through that.
Yeah. I was very, very, very nervous, but it wasn't because I was nervous because it was a college game. It was just because these are different environment. This is an HBCU. And so coming from Rundle High School, it was a very diverse school. But, I knew everybody, so I've been there and I've done that. But coming to college, some HBCUs are a little mean when they cheer and stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't mess up. But I did fine. I just did fine.
So y'all traveled all around the HBCU. What was the toughest crowd y'all played?
I want to say Elizabeth City, but I love them. I loved there. I have a couple teammates there, and then I love the coach there. She's very sweet, and she gave me like tips and advice throughout the season when I saw her. But their crowd, because it was their senior night, that's probably why. But their crowd was just, they was lit. Y'all was lit, But
the crowd get crazy. I remember one game, the coach ain't played me that game, and I was sick, and the crowd was like, "Put Isaiah Robinson in." I'm like, "We all the way in Washington, across the world. Like, how they know who I am?"
Yes.
So
when they shout your name from the roster,
Right.
that's how you know I'll be like,
Nah, for real. Like, what y'all got going on?
honestly, actually, probably not even no Bluefield. Bluefield, they were saying all types of things and some type of language. Yeah, nah.
So
Scratch
not
the
good for
Elizabeth
camera.
City. It was Bluefield. I don't even nah.
They don't get no respect. There you
No.
go. Okay. So what are you looking forward to the rest of your journey? You just coming off of an amazing season. You about to go to Africa.
Yes.
You about to travel the world. So what are
Yes.
you looking forward to for the remainder?
So for upcoming season, I'm looking forward to, I just bought a serve receive machine. So I'm looking forward to work. I'll be around girls that work hard. But for my remainder, like this upcoming season, I do want to start off strong. I have like goals and visions for myself for next season. And I'm just looking forward to getting further in the CIAA playoffs and being with a group of girls. Because my coach brought in new girls.
Okay.
So hopefully they will strengthen our team and that everybody will pull their weight so that we'll be able to get further. Because I feel like we were very skilled, but we just never played together. I feel like sometimes we were always on our own timing, worried about our own stats. So I feel like this season we need to really like play together in order to get where we want to be.
So you was looking back in your high school career or just through your journey. What advice would you give somebody that wants to be in your shoes right now?
I would definitely say that be yourself and make the decisions, make thoughtful and logical decisions, please, because I know the recruiting process is very hard, but if a school is not giving you money, they don't care about you. You're going to be a walk-on. It's going to be so much harder. You need, like, I know coming out, you guys are probably like, oh, I want to play Division I. And because I was there too. I wanted to play Division I. And I had great coaches, and I felt like those schools would be okay, but I just feel like I wouldn't be as respected there because some of them weren't funding money. Some of them said they were going to give me money and didn't give me money, or I lost out on a scholarship opportunity because I missed the deadline. So it's just stuff like that. So if you are in the middle of your recruiting process right now, like, and there's a school and they're giving you money, go to that school. Don't worry about, oh, my friend's playing Division I. Oh, this, no, like just make the decision, make logical decisions, economical decisions for your parents, because they don't pay all this money for you to play club or for you to travel the world, just for you to go to a school for them to do the same thing.
So talk about that, because I've been there too in the recruiting process. I missed the deadline.
Yeah.
Coaches say one thing, don't really show
Right,
it.
yeah.
So how do you navigate that, and how do you navigate that emotionally?
It definitely was hard. And that's why I say you need to focus on your own path, because you're in your recruiting process and you're still playing clubs. So you're going to practice with girls that are committed. You're going to practice with the girl. Like, just, I really had to stay level-headed and focus on myself and make decisions for myself and not for Instagram and not for TikTok just to say this, that, and the third. But I would say that, yeah, schools will definitely try to play you or say that they want you and say one thing and then not do the other. But I would say that that is why you need to make sure that you actually visit the schools and build a relationship with that coach. Make sure that you guys are always talking so that you guys are always on the same page.
And you said you knew the Bowie State coach since sophomore year.
Yeah.
So y'all really developed that relationship.
Yeah,
so
we
you
did.
felt like you trusted him coming into the process.
Yeah.
And it showed once you got there too.
Yeah.
So that's a huge right there. So you ready for the hot seat question of the interview?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Last time you partied all night?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. You said what's going on for the school?
Torch Fest.
Torch Fest.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Got here live. Favorite volleyball player of your career and why?
I would have to say Lainey Choboy.
Okay.
Because her reaction time is crazy. Her reaction time is crazy. And she's very, like, energetic. So it's fun to watch.
Craziest thing a guy did to try to impress you?
Oh. I just got a DM the other night from a random boy, and he's not random, but he said he texted me at 3 a.m. and I've never texted this boy ever. I've never texted this boy. He said my name and I said, "What's up?" He said, "You, not gonna lie, I was messed up last night. You better be happy you didn't answer," or something. I said, "What?"
And you never talked to him before?
I've never talked to this boy before. I've seen him on campus, but like, these boys are weird. They be true.
And you at Bowie State, so they're a little different too.
Yeah. I was like, what? And then I seen him in the caf, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So I appreciate you for coming on today's show.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say to your fans and supporters out there?
Yes, to my parents. I know I have not talked to y'all in like 2 days, but I'm going to call y'all right now. And good luck to my brother at his tournament. And I would not be here without my parents, so I'm very appreciative. Not even just my parents, but my whole entire family. They are so supportive. So everywhere, everything I have, they're gonna be there front and center.
Awesome. You gotta shout your brother out too. What sport he play?
He plays basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you exactly what team he's playing for, but he is in Atlantic City right now, and he is a reclass. He's a freshman right now. I don't know. These boys are weird. Like, just say weird stuff in my DM or
what's the weirdest DM that you got?
And he's doing really well. He just finished his freshman season at Arundel, and he's planning to transfer. So he's doing really well. And I'm very proud of you, Ellis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.